India's booming exports have long been a point of pride, but now they might also be a point of tension. The US President signed an executive order to increase the tariff rate on India to 50%, up from 25% earlier, and the aftershocks are already being felt. From seafood to auto parts, from gems to garments, some of India's biggest export sectors are suddenly staring down the barrel. So what triggered this? It is retaliation for India's continued oil purchases from Russia. And now it is Indian businesses, workers and investors paying the price. Let's start with one of the hardest hit sectors, textiles and apparel. These are some of India's most exported products to the US. They are also extremely labor intensive, so the human cost could be huge. Shares of textile names like Gokaldas Exports, Pearl Global, Intercount Industries, KPR Mill, Wellspun Living, among others, fell as much as 5% on Thursday, August 7th, after Trump signed the executive order. Textile stocks, most of whom derive a significant part of their top line from the US export market, have been witnessed selling from investors over the last 1 week as Donald Trump first imposed a 25% tariff on India. Now, most of these companies derive over 50 to 70% of their revenue from US exports. And now industry leaders are sounding the alarm. Pallab Banerjee, MD and Group President of Pearl Global Industries, told CNBC-TV18 that the hike from 25% to 50% duty has made it extremely difficult for global retailers to continue sourcing from India this season. He added that India may lose out this season, and that's the immediate impact of the US government's sudden tariff hike. So when tariffs double overnight, it does not just disrupt supply chains. It shakes industry confidence globally. To make matters worse, competing nations are now getting better US tariff deals. Bangladesh's tariff was just cut to 20% from 35%. Vietnam also closed the deal for 20%. Pakistan now pays just 19% after a new agreement. Meanwhile, India stuck at 50%. That means Indian goods are now significantly costlier in the US than products from these rival countries. And it's not just textiles. India's gems and jewelry exports worth over 83,000 crore rupees to the US in FY25 are now under stress. The US is the largest buyer of Indian diamonds and studded jewelry. With these new tariffs, the sector is already scouting alternate manufacturing bases. Citi analysts have crunched the numbers and the impact could be serious. The average US tariff on Indian goods is set to rise sharply, from 13.2% to a massive 42.4%. That kind of jump could drag India's GDP growth down by 0.6% to 0.8%. Currency markets may also come under pressure as global investors react. The RBI could be forced to step in with foreign exchange interventions to stabilize the rupee. And both current and capital flows are likely to face turbulence in the near term. If this goes unchecked, a large chunk of India's exports could become unviable, and the ripple effects might be felt across the entire economy. This isn't just a trade headline. It could hit jobs, markets, and India's growth outlook. But here's the kicker. The US actually runs a trade surplus in services with India. So if this move was meant to fix the trade gap, Trump might just be fighting the wrong war.
Make informed decisions with comprehensive analysis on the go.
Strengthen your portfolio with real-time market updates on the go. Create effective strategies with insightful expert opinions on the go.
Grow on the go with CNBC TV18, now streaming live 24/7 on YouTube.
Thank you for watching us on CNBC TV18. For all news and updates, subscribe to our YouTube channel and watch us on all social media platforms.